Welcome back into the Banshee Cup Qualifier number 6. We're here in the upper bracket finals. On the left-hand side, we have got Bathrobe and Bratwurst, and on the right, it's going to be Vinland Raiders. Winner of this best of 3 goes on to the grand finals tomorrow and only needs to play in one best of 5. Loser drops down to the lower bracket finals and will have to play a best of 3 to then go up against, well, potentially go up against who they lost against today. So that'll be that. So the big thing is, and also you get the map advantage. Well, it's not really map advantage because there's a tournament pre-picked map. I don't know what it is this weekend. But you will get first pick priority, so there's that at least. What else do I want to tell you all? Sorry, I have to burp. Master Adam, thank you for the follow 15 minutes ago. Sorry I missed that. This is the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. There are no tournament baseline bans. Now, there are some shenanigans that are going to be happening in the playoffs, but we're going to talk about that when it happens. There's a bounty system. You can claim like all StarCraft heroes, and then if you win the game, you have to win with all StarCraft heroes, then you get the bounty on top of your prize pool payout. So that's the simple of it all. But we are going to be having Meta Madness, as I said, the style of draft. So if a first pick Dahaka happens here, Dahaka will be unavailable for future maps. Now, it does not matter who picks the Dahaka or if they win or lose with it. It's just if a hero is picked and played, they're unavailable. Bans at the top of the screen only pertain to the current map draft. So if we go to, I don't know, if we go to Tomb of the Spider Queen for map number 2, we could see a Nubarak, Maiev, Lucio if they're not banned away. If you're watching on Twitch, be sure to drop a follow. Costs you $0 and it's much appreciated. I do stream 6 days a week. I am recovering from a spine injury, so that might be a little bit not consistent, but I do my best to at least run some sort of content for you. In the past week when I was injured laying on the floor, I was running reruns, so at least there's something to watch. So some fun Heroes of Storm content constantly for you. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube channel. And be sure to also to know that on YouTube, all VODs have spoiler-free additional time. All best 3s are an hour and a half, regardless of the outcome, so that way you can't look at the time signature and know the outcome. Best of 5s are all 2.5 hours. That is a first pick Samuro and Abathur, chat. Where is Ninja? I know he's currently on vacation playing board games, but where is Ninja to get in on this Abathur Samuro play? Blaze on the right-hand side. They'll have 2 more picks before going into the ban phase. I don't hate the idea of a Brightwing. Gives you that global. Could actually consider a Falstad as well. Or maybe they look at something that can be punitive against a Samuros. What's something that can get a lot of value off of multiple grouped or multiple mirror images? Looks like they're actually just going to go for the Hogger. So main tank Blaze, potentially? I mean, I don't think it's bad to take the Abathur this early, especially if you're going Samuro. That's just a mean play right there. Dude, what if they Cho'Gall it too? Dude, what if they Cho'Gall it? And before someone's like, why would they go Cho'Gall Bahamut? There was a Ravencourt EU in-house game that I was casting a long time ago, and it was one of those days where they were just doing in-houses, and we were on the 3rd or 4th map of the day, and there was a Cho'Gall, Abathur, Samuro, something else on, I believe it was Alterac Pass, that literally ended the in-houses that day. Literally ended. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're gonna get it, because you have to take Cho'Gall here. You can't take Rhaegar, then like Cho, and then Gall. So unfortunately, no Cho'Gall, but it's still a really good composition with the Rhaegar Muradin. Stormbolt's really strong. I'd like to see a Skullcracker, personally. But as I said, like, that game literally ended the in-houses that day. Like, the people that lost against it were like, yeah, this ain't fun. I'm done today. So, it was a hopeful moment. Not gonna be happening. What's up, Lazy Hydra? Good to see you, dude. Good to see all you cuties in chat. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting, lurking, subbing, resubbing, following. You love some Abathur? Yeah. Chat, by the way, I need to poll you all. I have a idea for a new 100-bit alert, and actually, no, never mind. Never mind. I figured it out. I had this idea, and I was like, ooh, I'll have to poll chat. Never mind, I figured it out. I'll just make the new one for exactly 100 bits, and then the Jake the Dog one, 101 to 499 or whatever it is. I haven't made it yet, so don't try. I'm not trying to bait people for 100 biddies, but I did find a really funny alert that I need to make tonight. Glad you're well enough to stream today. Hey, Kaladin, thanks for the kindness. Yeah, feeling a lot better today. We're not fully recovered, but feeling a lot better, so... And I appreciate everyone who was in Discord encouraging me to take time off, because it's not easy to do when you're a streamer. It's not easy to do that, because... I mean, you're in constant competition. That's really it is. But I appreciate everyone who was encouraging to be like, take your time, relax. It helped a lot. It really did help a lot. More than I think you all know, so thank you. Fingers crossed, that was the worst of it, and we're back on a positive road to recovery. On the left side of Alterac Pass here in the upper bracket finals, we have got, for qualifier number 6 of the Banshee Cup, we have got Hazuabs playing the Slug Abathur. We have got a Masquerade Muradin, Ultralisk, Samuro, Death Knight on your Rhaegar, and Dino will be the Tracer. To the right of Alterac Pass on the Horde side, backed by Drekthar and the proper Horde, we have got a Vinland Raiders Gaff playing Hogger, Sven on Blaze, Hunter Orc to be your Brightwing, Nano Hanzo, and Mopsio will be the Mal'Ganis. Alrighty, we'll start up our prediction around the 1 minute mark in game, so keep your eyes peeled for that gamble coming up in about 40 seconds or so. Way of Illusion for Samuro. We've got Simple Geometry Hanzo. Brightwing is standard level 1. Same thing with Blaze with his Stim. Alright, well. Some very quick siege into the top lane fort front gate from Bathrobe and Bratwurst. They take down one tower. This is a boss lane, so it can be a priority. There's actually, I mean... A lot of people will argue that the mid lane priority is most important because the null pack is one of the shortest cooldowns in Heroes of the Storm at 1 minute 30 from when it's captured. But also bosses in this map push pretty hard, and you oftentimes want to end with more than one keep down. So prioritizing like top and mid could be a way that they go. We'll see how things work out for the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst. But Vinland Raiders will not lose their Brightwing. It was a close moment, but Brightwing will not be taken down as the Abathur hat is applied to Masquerade and bottom, trying to pressure Sven, who did have to use the Pyromania. There's your gamble up and available. Hogger gets the camp on the right-hand side with a bounce. Thank you, Ashmantle, as always. Hanzo and friends are able to scout out that toxic nest. Way of Illusion is at 8 stacks out of 40 for Samuro. And for those of you who don't know, maybe you're not so Samuro with Familiar. Way of Illusion, sorry, that's dyslexia in action. Every time mirror images critically strike a hero, Samuro gains 0.25 attack damage up to 10. Reward, after hitting 40 heroes, Samuro gains an additional 30 attack damage. Pulse Bomb into bottom lane. Blaze, Sven. Phase shift not in time. First kill over to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst as Stark is all in. The courageous Stark here. No cowardice gambling from him. I really love how every hero BRB so I can have is good with Abathur. That is true. That is, like, absolutely true. And someone in chat might be like, well, Abathur had on a tank on Muradin? Absolutely. We actually also see Sledgehammer level 4, so not only does this give you siege potential, like decent siege potential with that 350 bonus, but you're also increasing the cooldown reduction, I think that phrasing works, of the Stormbolt from 1 second per auto attack to 1.25. So with that, I really want to see Skullcracker level 7. And then you also have the Adrenal Overload, which is great with that Skullcracker level 7, cooldown reduction as I mentioned. Stark bringing up the point. I mean, we all know it's good with we all know that Abathur is good with Samuro, but also Tracer, even Rhaegar. Even Rhaegar is a fantastic target because Rhaegar can apply his Storm Barrier, jump into Wolf form, get the Abathur hat, and run down an enemy. Wolf form is 120% if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 120%. So you're 10% slower than mount speed, but hey, that's 20% faster than someone unmounted, and you could chase someone down. So Stark makes a very good point. Absolutely. We'll also see Spell Armor at 4. Mirage? Yeah, Mirage. There's been so much Samuro play in the Banshee Cup, I'm doing my best to really learn a lot of the talents offhand so I don't have to read through them. There's that Skullcracker, as I mentioned, for Muradin. Pulse Bomb from Tracer not connecting. Mal'Ganis with the Night Rush, slowing things down. He'll take a bit of damage from the Abathur Hat. Muradin, he just Dwarf tosses in with the Stormbolt. Is that Phantom Pain? Samuro's critical strikes against enemy heroes deal an additional 35% of his basic attack damage for each mirror image that is active and reduce the cooldown of image transmission by 1 second. I think I might have flubbed that read potentially, but that's okay. Stormbolt into Brightwing is not going to be flubbed, and Hunter Orc is going to go down. Brightwing can take a nap for the next 19 seconds as Blaze comes in with a Jet Propulsion, pops the Pyromania, trying to stay alive. Mopsy is going to take a Pulse Bomb to the face, and that is going to be a very low Dino, but it doesn't seem like Dino will be taken down as the Scatter level 1 for Hanzo is finished out. That simple geometry at 4 minutes and 30 seconds in-game time. All right. Gamble's good. Nice odds. And objective phase goes over to Bathrobe and Bratwurst. Abathur, physically soaking a bit of the bottom lane. Maybe trying to bait the enemy team. That is a tactic Abathur players will go into. They show in the minion wave for a second or two, like, oh, look at me, I'm down over here. Are you going to try and gank me? Not going to be the case. We cycle through the other numbers, and let's see. Oh, wait, Samuro's fine in bottom. So he's got mirror images. He's got a minion wave. He's good. Actually, Gaff's got to be a little bit careful. Meanwhile, in top lane, beautiful scatter onto Tracer. Drops Dino down to 50%, who answers Nano with a Pulse Bomb, almost taking down the Hanzo. Muradin. Oops, wrong button there. I think I was right there. Nope, I was right there. Muradin does go down. More scatters to poke out. Top lane fort will be saved. Mid lane fort front gate should go down, but I don't think we'll see the fort fall, because the top lane is already cleared out. So fort front gate opened up, and this is disengaged with no Muradin available. Abathur ultimate evolution on Samuro, yeah. I was like, I'm seeing too many Samuros on my minimap in bottom lane, so yes. Hazu will clone. That's going to be mirror image is summoned here, but that'll expire. Ultralisk is okay. Hortapult to try and close the distance, but Ultralisk, he's out of there. By the way, it's Way of Illusion at level 10 for our Samuro. No Blade Storm for him. Ancestral Healing. We'll see a Muradin avatar. Bottom lane. Let's see Tracer, Pulse Bomb. That is Sticky Bomb if I'm not mistaken. Ultimate Evolution on the Samuro, or onto the Abathur as we already saw. Opposing side, Carrion Swarm, Blink Heal, Hortapult, Bunker, and as well as the Dragon's Arrow. Not Dragon Strike, because that would make logical sense. The thing that does a giant AoE is called Dragon's Arrow. The thing that summons a dragon is Dragon Strike. Oh yeah! That's some solid logic, Blizzard. That's my hill to die on. Of all the things in here, what? Oh, Skullcracker mini crit. I heard the Carrion Swarm starting, and I was like, oh, dude, nice. And then Skullcracker mini crit comes through, or mini stun. One v one becomes a 1v6. Dino gets the Ancestral, okay. Pulse Bomb, 8%. Alright, bottom lane fort, we're looking at 766 on that HP. 766, excuse me. I sound like my US politicians. 1482396. A month or so ago, there was a U.S. politician that couldn't read, like, it was like a number in the hundred thousands or something. So they literally just read the numbers individually, and I was like, oh yeah, you should totally be helping. You should totally be running our country. I agree. I don't care what side of the fence you sit on politically. If you can't read a number as a politician, I think it might be time for you to retire. Or not be a politician. Probably not be a politician. Hazuops will be cleared out. That was the ultimate evolution on Muradin. We have our second objective phase up and available. This is going to be Abathur soaking up bottom lane, trying to push things up. Abathur hatting Masquerade for a moment, but there's just a polymorph. If you'd like to look up this politician, they're often confused with a trading card game that is way better than they are. Okay, so Muradin in top lane. He's got his Bronzebeard Rage level 13. One of my favorite points with Muradin play, honestly. Oh, getting to level 13, having Bronzebeard Rage is just so rewarding, especially in some 1v2 situations as a Muradin. And you get the Abathur hat too. Girl. 7-1 in our kills as Alterac Pass continues. 26 seconds of channel time has been claimed. Out of the 40 necessary. It's even Talontiers. Mid lane being shoved in. That's a polymorph onto Muradin, who's going to get staggering blowed into the loot horde. There's a Hortapult in. Masquerade's the target. Forced to pop Avatar. He dead. Though, while all that's happening, Samuro's going to do Samuro things. Samuro will pop some mirror images. He will clear out the jailers, and I don't think, yeah, they're going to trade boss for the objective phase. Meanwhile, Tracer, Rhaegar go for mid lane fort, because I think they showed through the minion wave going towards boss. Pretty sure they showed, yeah, with this level of confidence, they know. They know. Quick clear onto the mid lane fort. Nicely done. Objective phase will be spawning to the members of Bathroom and Bratwurst as they take down the second structure of the game. Second structure on the enemy side as well. 2 forts down, 1 fort in top lane remains, but the boss is going to be a nice, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not barrier, but a nice, gap creator, space creator. Delay of siege. There you go, delay of siege in top lane. Death Knight has to self-cast the Ancestor Healing. Dragon's Arrow connecting onto him, dropping Rhaegar down to pretty much where he was before. Carrion Swarm activated. Murd on the left-hand side forces the Hortapult out from Hogriz. The Brightwing goes down on the right side. My apologies for missing that one. 16 talents here almost here. Sven is very isolated from his team. Dino trying to body block a little bit here and there, but can't get enough as Sven is going to be able to tap well. Hanzo doing his best to poke out. Mid lane being shoved in. Top lane boss is pushing under keep front gate, but they really don't care about that because this is still Blaze having to jet propulsion away. 16 talents here to the left-hand side team. Roadblock? Or roadblock's a good word, yeah. Roadblock would have been a good phrase for that. Did Masquerade bite off more than he can chew? Well, it looks like no. He pops the Avatar. He's going to be A-okay. And we will see Mopsio getting... Oh, that's some decent heals out from Brightwing right now, but the bottom lane keep is still fairly healthy. Ultralisk is waiting for this wave to crash in. Reaver minion... Oh, that's a huge pulse bomb from Tracer. Soothing Mist activated by the Brightwing. She's got the critical mist as well, level 7, but Hanzo still will fall. The bottom lane keep is going to go down. Hogger saves the top lane fort, but this is a confirmed keep in bottom, and I don't... Oh, wait. Oh, Masquerade, you're going in deep. Gets the Abathur hat. Mopsio taken down. All right, I don't think that's the end of the game, but they could go for boss for more pressure into the lane and then jump into top. Speaking of top, little Abathur hat action to push up this wave. Samuro, he's actually... No, they're not going to go boss. They're going to invade this camp and maybe look for a kill. Hogger gets an accidental really good bounce out. That bounce out worked so well for him, but this will be a free fort in top. Samuro gets that easily. Abathur might have actually gotten it, but Ultralisk speeds things up a little bit. Camp in mid is cleared out. Gets a little bit of value onto the fort front, the keep front gate. Okay, third objective phase is up and available. 11-2 in kills, and Bathrobe and Bratwurst on a tear here for a potential victory in map number 1. It is the best of 3 as a reminder. Avatar activated by Muradin. Masquerade has the Abathur hat from Hazuabs. No Ancestor Healing utilized. Also keep in mind the level 4 for Muradin didn't go into Reverberation. Did pick up the Sledgehammer. Bottom lane boss being looked at. Masquerade has to know this, but Samuro's up in top currently trying to get a keep front gate. And I wouldn't say trying, he is. He is slicing, he is dicing, he is making quick work of that keep front gate. Pulse bomb on a Mopsio. Excuse me, pulse bomb on a Mopsio. Honestly, as long as they deny the backs, Samuro gets a free keep. I do believe if backs are denied, Samuro gets this without delay, but I think... will he go for it? Samuro, or excuse me, Abathur hat would be really nice right now, but it's on... I have no idea who it's even on. There it is. I guess convenient would have been the better phrasing for it, because it really wasn't even necessary. But 20 talent here almost here for the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, and they're looking nigh unstoppable here on map number 1 of this upper bracket final. Samuro tries to get a little bit of a channel to clear out some of these jailers. Actually, no jailers are cleared out. There's 4 still. If you did not know, first objective has 2 jailers defending. Second objective is 3 jailers. I always mix these two up phrasing-wise. And then third and onward always have 4 jailers. Fascia from Brightwing attempted, but Hanzo will be the one to go down. Earth Grasp Totem dropped down by the Rhaegars. A Polymorph will connect onto Dino, turned into a crab. No 20 talent here, no Hive Mind for Abathur. No Evolutionary Link potential. No Ancestor Healing upgrade either. That's a very low Death Knight trying to get on out of here. Can he do it? The Twin Flames tickle the toes of Rhaegar, but does not take down this wolf. And Gaff goes in with a Hortipult. That feels like a hard commitment, but that commitment seems like it will be a commitment to death. I think you get the kill onto Gaff, and you go for core. Vinland Raiders. Finland! That is going to be a call for core, and we do have Samuro still getting the channel on this objective. But Rhaegar pushing up top. Tracer's already at core. We've got a respawn on Hanzo. And it doesn't seem like everyone's committed to the end here. Finland! Gotta get a camp. Gotta get a camp. Gotta get a camp. All right, and Drekthar will finally fall. That is going to be map number 1 over to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst. GG, well played. Alrighty. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the upper bracket final for the Banshee Cup Qualifier number 6. Winner of this goes on to the grand finals tomorrow in the winner position for that best of 5 series. Loser has to go to the lower bracket final and play a best of 3 to potentially go back up against this same team. And that team could be Vinland Raiders as they are down in this best of 3 series. We're going to Towers of Doom. This is looking like it's the map pick of Bathrobe and Bratwurst as Vinland Raiders have opted in for first pick priority. Excuse me, sorry. We are in the Meta Madness style of draft. Heroes that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps in this best of 3. So the 10 heroes we saw in the previous map are unavailable here on Towers of Doom. So we'll see what we got priority-wise, but that is the explanation for all of you. I am on Samuro. I feel like I looked at it. Oh, okay. Samuro, Hogger was what was the nail in the coffin for your Samuro? I think he's ratting if left. Oh, no, absolutely he is. The cake is a lie. Depends. Cake's of layers. Everyone loves cake. We'll be watching that movie next month in Discord. March, we're watching Galaxy Quest and Shrek. I have to say, UHF was so much fun on Friday. I haven't seen that movie, as I said, since I was a kid. I have a vague memory of my neighbor babysitting me while my parents were out of town for something. And I remember he took a nap on the couch and he was just like, here you go, watch whatever you want. And I found UHF because I loved Weird Al. And so I was like skimming through channels and I saw Weird Al. I was like, oh, what's this? So, oh man, UHF was a fun time. Lucio first picked on the side of Vinland Raiders. Okay, so they got the move speed with Lucio. Could go into like a Garrosh composition if I'm not mistaken, right? Mopsio plays a decent Garrosh. We could see a Zarya with that as well. Galaxy Quest is the one with Tim Allen. Yes, yeah. The Galaxy Quest is with Tim Allen. It's also got it's got a star-studded cast if you really think about it. It's also got Severus Snape. Alan Rickman's in it, dude. Alan Rickman and Galaxy Quest. Oh, one of my favorites. What's up, Dragoon? Sadly, you're pretty sleepy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Speaking of sleep, I have not been getting a lot of sleep, but since I'm on a steroid, it doesn't matter. Last night, no joke, I got in bed at like 8:30 with the intention of getting some decent sleep because I have to wake up today at 4, so I can eat a banana, take the steroid, and lay back down for an hour so it kicks in before I'm even streaming, so I'm not starting stream in pain. And I'm pretty sure I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, but as I said, I'm on a steroid, so it doesn't matter. I'm wide awake right now. I'm sure I'm gonna, like, around like 4 o'clock today, I'm probably gonna start hard crashing, which will be perfect. Alan Rickman in anything, one of my favorite movies. I agree, Stark. I don't think I dislike Alan Rickman in anything. I don't think I've ever seen an Alan Rickman movie and been like, ugh, he's in this? Now, I do see Kevin Hart show up in movies, and I'm like, oh, he's in this? I can't stand Kevin Hart, man. I don't find him funny. Do you think locking Vikings this early in draft is good or bad? At this level of play, it's fine because it's Hazuabs. In, like, bronze, silver, gold, I feel like it's very counterable. Yeah, exactly. Stark said it perfectly. Broadly speaking, I would say bad. I agree. With Hazuabs and also Bathroom Bratwurst being the better team, I think it's fine. I absolutely agree with you. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with you. Like, my silver gold games? Hell no, brother. Because people will just tunnel vision on the Vikings. Not always, but a lot of people will tunnel vision on the Vikings, take them down, and then just kind of win through that. Speaking of tunnel vision on the Vikings, no Butcher, but we got an Illidan. You know what I'd really like to see, chat? I'd like to see a second support. I'd like Uther to be used as the stun cannon, like go into, Righteous Hammer at level 1? What's the name of the talent? That's not right. Hammer of the Lightbringer at level 1, Pursuit of Justice. Like, I'd actually like an Ariel or a Morales here for the Zul Jin. Granted, I don't know. I feel like you could super duper empower the Zul Jin, let Hazu do Hazu things, but I don't hate the Zeratul. The Zeratul is gonna be nice because there are a lot of very squishy people. If you are looking at that side as well, like if you're looking at like Illidan, Sylvanas, Junkrat, Lucio, these are all very burstable characters for Zeratul post level 16 as well. So honestly, Bathroom Bratwurst, they get to 16, I feel like they win. Start prediction. Which team will win Towers of Doom? Could be the final game of the day, chat. Could be the final map of the day. Get your gambles ready. Let's start with the right side. On the right-hand side, down in this best of 3 series, we have got Vinland Raiders. Gaff to play Junkrat, sorry. Nano on Sylvanas, Sven to play Illidan, Hunter Orc on the wall-riding Lucio, and Mopsia will be your Lord of Terror, Diablo. On the West Ham side of the map, we've got Bathroom Bratwurst, Death Knight to play Uther. We've got a Dino Zul Jin, Reckless by the way, a Masquerade Garrosh, Ultralisk Zeratul. Hazuabs will be playing Olaf, Eric, and Balog, the Lost Vikings. Alrighty, chat. The gamble's going to get going in a moment here. I'm just going to give you a few seconds to see how this all starts out. Top lane Siege is going to be activated by Sylvanas' Black Arrows. Half of the fort front, I guess, half of the tower here is going to be dropped down. Zul'jin gets some Arcanite Axe damage. Nano doubles back, but they've got the speed of Lucio, and it does not look like there'll be a kill. Alright, chat. Let's go ahead, and as I mentioned, could be the final game of the day, so I'd like to see some nice big gambles here. Who do you think is going to win? Do you think it's going to be the Viking composition of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, or will it be the Illidan Unending Hatred composition from the side of Vinland Raiders, as that is a kill onto Junkrat. First blood over to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst. 2 stacks on Zool Jin. Gamble, gamble. Invade onto the camp with the kill on Junkrat. Makes a lot of sense here. Usually armor just goes to the highest value and isn't additive. But Garrosh plus Uther is additive. Wasn't the armor stacking changed before the last BlizzCon that HOTS was at? The 2018? 2018? Like, wasn't it like right after the 2018 BlizzCon they changed the armor stacking? Because like, wasn't there like a thing with like main tank Tychus where you could like crazy armor stack on Tychus or something like that? There was some, like, weird armor stacking composition that I vaguely remember with Tychus and Uther. Masquerade. Damage over time. I saw the lowest to go was 69. Very nice. All right. 69,800 to 6.6K. Okay. Big believers in Bathrobe and Bratwurst. Big believers in a 2-0 series. Armor stacking was removed, Baha, but specifically Garrosh, I think, kept in. Okay, yeah. I just remember when armor stacking was a thing, there was a composition with, like, Tychus and Uther stacking armor on Tychus or something like that as a main tank. I remember there being, like, before that change on the armor stacking, there was some crazy composition that people were running. Uh-oh, Hunter Orc, dear lord! Note how his armor increasing by 25 when being healed by Uther instead of it being set to 25 when it's lower. And you can actually see, for anyone that's wondering what we're talking about, keep an eye on Garrosh's health bar. You see that 14, 13, 12. It has to do with his trait with missing HP. So Garrosh gains 1 armor for every 2% of missing health missing. Did I read that right? Garrosh gains 1 armor for every 2% of maximum health missing. Sorry, I read that so weird, and I was like, missing health missing. Okay, good job. There was a weird Tychus thingy. Okay, thank you. I was like, am I having, like, did I dream this? Because that does happen sometimes. I do have such vivid dreams that I'm like, did that happen? Okay, no camp to be grabbed here on the right-hand side. Looks like he'll be delayed out for the time being. Diablo goes in, cleanse onto Dino. Arcanite X stacking at level 7. Hazuobs has got the hurry up on this Olaf, but I think Sven's got the kill. Yeah, that's going to be some easy stackage for Illidan. Nicely done. By the way, we didn't talk about it because I was rambling about Tychus stacking. Armor stacking, sorry. It's going to be 4 to 8 damage in the core trading from the first objective. First objective is always a triple, top, left, and right, and then the bottom or center location. So here's the center, here's the bottom location, just for anyone wondering if you're listening in where those are. I guess if you're listening, you don't see what I just showed. But anyways, doesn't matter. Chattering Teeth, eaten by Zool Jin. Ally toss onto Death Knight, maybe looking for a stun as they want to invade this camp. 47 stacks on Wave of Light for Uther. There's going to be a toss out onto Mopsio, stun onto him as well. Death Knight getting a little bit low, and Uther will fall. Uther does go down. We have a singular objective in the center of the map. 12 seconds on his death timer. Uther is going to respawn right around when the objective is up, but he still has to make the rotation, which is another, I don't know, anywhere from, I think it's like 6 to 8 seconds for him to get to the area. 3, 4, oh, more than 6 to 8. Probably closer to like 12 to 15 seconds for him to make the rotation in. I don't know why. I thought Uther apparently ran at the speed of light. But anyways, doesn't matter. Steel Trap zones the Uther for the time. Oh my god! I know it's just a Viking kill, but that Eric got smooshed into the wall right there. What's up, Mr. I'm Stuck? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're enjoying the day. Big Warlord's Challenge from Garrosh. The channel does go through, and it's parity on the map, 32 to 32, but Zeratul does go down. And, Bathrobe and Bratwurst is looking a little sketchy. A little sketchy in that fight right there. When do the tunnels spawn? Typically 12 minutes in-game time, but there is a correlation if there are objective phasings up. So it has to do with like the timing on the objective phase, but about 12 minutes in game time. One of our lovely viewers, I forget exactly who did it, so I do apologize, but one of our lovely viewers actually went through and tested a bunch of stuff, and essentially the spawning time is at 12 minutes, but there can be a delay on that based on objective phasing. Nice Divine Shield into Tostitos, but it's not... Oh, the VP is not enough. Sven still gets the kill. Running down... Oh, wait. Ultralisk is gonna blink away. Sven uses the ultimate... Or the demonic... God, what is it called? Metamorphosis. Uses the Metamorphosis as a short-distance teleport to try and take down the Zeratul. So back when Justing and I, good old days, Justing and I used to do this thing called Please Try This at Home. And there was a time when we did an Illidan something composition. I don't think it might have been Illidan Abathur, I'm not 100% sure. Either way, Justing was using the Metamorphosis as an engage-disengage tool. Because keep in mind, if you don't know, Illidan does have his trait. Basic attacks heal for 30% of the damage dealt and reduce ability cooldowns by 1 second. That includes the heroic. So, like, yeah, it's a 2-minute cooldown, but every auto attack gives you 1 second off. So that's why there's, like, the running joke. You always leave sidewalls up for Illidan, also so they can use that as a disengage tool to dive away. But it's also a good way for them to get free cooldown reduction. So there's a bit of that. There's actually a Carbot meme of literally Illidan hunting in and then going to a sidewall and just bashing into the sidewall, and then hunting in again and then going to the sidewall. So little things like that. By the way, on the note of Illidan, Unbound is 11 out of 15 stacks. We have 46 stacks on Unending Hatred, but since our UI was updated a little bit, this is actually additive. So now this is the 20 from the quest completed and the 20 from the reward. So there's 7 overstack right now. For anyone wondering, like, how much, it's 7 overstack. So either way, we have Gaff with a point-blank Riptire, does go down, drops the Total Mayhem, little jump from the Vikings. Olaf is going to be overpowered. Now, it is a 1 kill to 0.25 kill, but hey, you take what you can get in trades, you know? Didn't think I would catch you streaming, so the day's already on the way up. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Tostitos for the Zul'jin, VP from Zeratul. Mopsio is pulled out of position. He does go down. Garrosh gets the Warlord's Challenge just after the VP ends, and now Death Knight being thrown in. Is there a stun onto Nano from... Doesn't even... Okay. Uther will be traded in all of this, but he can't be too upset about that. As a real Illidan player and not the Carbot Illidan, you want the sidewalls to dive Q over wall and not CDR. Yeah, I just like the Carbot meme of it, where it's just the Illidan who hunts in, doesn't get any value, goes back to hitting the sidewall. Illidan hunts in, doesn't get any value. I'm pretty sure that's the episode. I'm pretty sure it's like Illidan keeps hunting in, getting no value, and then he just goes back and just starts hitting the sidewall for cooldown. Anyways, I think I saw Carbot was doing some Stormgate stuff when it comes to animation, so that'd be cool if he leans into that. I know he was doing Elden Ring episodes, and those are always fun. Riptire from the Junkrat, Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas, and that is the Zul'jin going down. Now, I think the Wailing Arrow was to try and deny the Tostitos, but Tostitos weren't even in the bag. It was an empty bag, as it was still on cooldown for the next 5 seconds. And that's not because it was put on 10. It was at 17 when I started talking about it. So either way, 28 to 24 in core HP on Towers of Doom, map number 2, and the members of Vinland Raiders making a case for a reverse sweep, but they've got a long road to go. And by long road, I just mean a longer game. There's only a 4 core HP difference, as the triple objective phase is coming up next. Top left and right, and in the bottom. Amp it up from Lucio. Illidan being tossed around by Zul'jin, by the Garrosh, and cleanses in place, but it's not enough. I believe there was a high five from Lucio right there. VP goes up from goodbye. Goodbye. This is going to be an easy quadra kill for the side of... Oh, wait, they want to go in for the Penta. Can they make it happen?
Prepare yourselves here. The altar.
Okie dokie, triple objective phase coming up. We've got a achieved by our blue squad. They're gonna get sappers. They're gonna push up waves, and oh man, chat, it's looking like this is a definite. Well, no, I wouldn't say definite, but this is looking like it's a Bathrobe and Bratwurst trajectory to win. Funny thing about Carbot with the SC2 stuff is a lot of exaggerated cooldown related stuff was actually accurate if you count it. Oh, really?
Do not.
That's actually really that's actually kind of brilliant.
The altars before you.
Also gets a couple delays here. That is bottom. Oh, yeah, they delay it out. 10 shots should go in. Diablo can't close this distance fast enough. So that is a 3 to 10. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye, Eric. Now, Eric is going to get a little bit of vision after all of this, and they do know the enemy's on this boss, and I don't think you really want this. I always joke around about, like, oh, don't take boss, and I don't think this is a situation where you want boss. Now, granted, if you kill Masquerade, things are looking a lot better. The boss is going to be leashed. Dino is getting some fantastic damage onto Mopsio. Garrosh is the one to go down. The Arcanite axes with the twin revolve. That is also Sven and Metamorphosis, Tostitos, Divine Shield. There's no, if Zul'jin lives here, that's insane. What?
I mean, I knew I could do
Vikings play again, I do believe. Yeah, that's full cooldown. And ha! Wow. Tostingo into Divine Shield. Beautifully layered between Death Knight and Dino. Good communication. And, oh, boss doesn't keep winning! What are you doing? Oh! Mopsio die back? Okay, nope. Sorry, I was looking at the Diablo souls and stuff, and I was like, maybe they die back, but center teleport is open. We're 13 minutes in game time. Oh, man. All right, so it's double objective phase. Could be the end of Towers of Doom. Could be the end of our second map of the day. Oh, the attention to detail from Carbot is always so good, in my opinion. The Viking thing is broken, I do believe. Hazuabs has collected more than 10 regeneration globes. He's collected 53. I don't believe there's any way for me to really fix or do anything with that. Yeah, I am on the most recent Aliab, so it's not like that's the case. Either way, double objective phase coming up, top left and right. Hazuab's going for the channel on the left-hand side. He is delayed out by Diablo. The Illidan will be falling here. Dino, Tostingo is available. Divine Shield is layered over that, so not as cool as last time. But I do believe they should take down Mopsio here. Oh, Dino's low, but no, he gets some good healing, and he's A-okay. VP onto the Junkrat. Hazuab's channeling on the right-hand side, actually. Delayed out once. Lucio with that. Junkrat able to get the concussion mine away, but Gaff is so low, he's going to be picked off. That is going to be another... To wrap up today's games, ladies and gentlemen, Bathrobe and Bratwurst are going to get the GGs from the enemy squad, and that will be your map number 2. Over to the side of Bathrobe and Bratwurst, they take the series in a 2-0. GG. Well played. Well then, a nice re-entry for our streaming. Feeling pretty good, not gonna lie. Knock on wood, we're feeling all right. Still some radiating pain and soreness, but fingers crossed, we're on the trajectory of a healthy recovery, and tomorrow will be even better than today. But that is going to be the stream for me today, everyone. Thank you all so much for the generosity. Thank you for the resubs, the gifted subs. Thank you for the warm welcome back to streaming.